Pete, my name's Laurence.
Right, Laurence, Pete.
And I heard you've discovered what your name is, your surname.
Yes.
It's now
O'Connor.
O'Connor. And what was it before?
Originally, it was Connor.
Connor. And how did you discover this?
I found my mum and dad's wedding licence because I've got all the papers at home somewhere, and on it says Bernard Connor to be known as, from this date, as O'Connor.
Really?
Yeah. I was absolutely gobsmacked.
Gosh.
Because I say, him and his brother used to go to New Club at Woodlands, ex-servicemen's club.
Yeah, I know it. I did a talk there.
And they used to argue like hell. And they used to say, Dad, what's Uncle Paddy arguing with you for? He said, it's all right, don't worry about it. And he never told me. Never told me.
Who was arguing with who? Your
His brother.
His brother?
His brother, because his brother was still Connor.
Right.
And that's what they're arguing for, because his brother was saying it spurned family name, if you like.
Yeah. God. So you obviously have been a miner in your life.
Oh, yeah.
How many years did you...
Oof. I would say on and off at least 30.
30 years?
Yeah, at least.
And what was your colliery?
I was there for March out, I was there for March in. Then I took voluntary redundancy about a year after March back.
When you say March back, you mean the strike?
The strike, yeah, when they marched back, walk back, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I did everything. I started in pit bottom on haulage when it was the old tubs.
Yeah.
Pony driving.
How long ago is this?
Oh, I'd have been 16, 17.
So how old are you now?
77. 78 in April.
Yeah. Fantastic. And so what, you're talking late 60s?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got I've fetched this for you to have a look at. It's snout.
Snout?
It's not brilliant, but it's just...
You said snout. Snuff. Snuff.
It's when we used to have to go and do the training for the oil lamps for gas testing.
All right.
And it's got Connor on here, I think, because the old guy what did the test, that's got dates on it. And that was every 4 years, so if you go back 4 years before that, self-rescuers, go like a silver case, what you had on your belt.
Oh, I see, yeah. 1985.
Well, you come back 4 years before that as well, because it was every 4 years.
Gosh.
So,
brilliant.
Well, what it was, I wanted to go in the army because my cousin and a lot of friends joined up, but you had to get your parents' signature. And my father was going to sign for me, but my mother said, if you sign that, I'm leaving you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I said, right then, I'll go down pit with the rest of the lads, because everybody I knew worked in pits. I mean, all lads, it was Pit Village, Woodlands.
Yeah. So Woodlands is the village, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side as you're going up North Road.
Yeah.
It's, you got Woodlands, then Woodlands East it is actually. Then you got the squares, which were Woodlands. Then Woodlands New Estate, which were further up on the left, opposite the Tally-O when it used to be there. When it used to be there.
Yeah. Which was the pub, I presume?
Yeah. That were a big pub and all.
If you just keep looking forward when we... Don't worry, you're all right. You can give me advice. So you, so what, 1960 odd?
Yes.
Something like that. You started at which pit?
Broadworth.
Broadworth. And you were with the ponies?
Yeah, I did pony driving. Then it got to the mine cars.
The tubs and things, weren't they?
Yeah, big mine cars. It's 3 times size of a tub.
Oh, right. So what were they for?
They were for, there were 2 types. There was one half the height of the other. And the lower one was for muck, because it was heavy, really heavy, what they called muck. It was out at coal faces and that when you're doing ripping, you know, your headings, making your roadways. And the other one,
rock and rubble.
yeah, and the other ones were for coal, the big ones. And we were actually called the Queen's Colliery. because coal from Broadwood was hand-picked for Buckingham Palace.
Hand-picked?
Hand-picked.
You really think it was?
Yeah, well, when it came out of the pits, that is, when it got into what they call these screens and on the pit top where it was washed, where they washed the muck away from the coal, then they used to pick the lumps out for Buckingham Palace.
Really?
Hand-picked, yeah. She never knighted any of us, like, but...
I was going to say, they needed it, for God's sake.
Yeah, but people say, what would you do if they opened Broadwood again tomorrow? I said, well, if they let me, I'd go back.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That seems a common theme, actually. Kind of people loved it.
Yeah, well, you'd got people you could rely on, people you could trust. You know, if you got into any trouble, there'd be somebody there to help you. No worries.
Yeah.
So, I remember when the very first few days in the pithead baths, when I used to go in and strip off, go in the shower, because I mean, I had the floats were about all over naked, and I was trying to walk about with a towel around me. I soon got out of that one.
Yeah, I mean, before you know it, you're scrubbing each other's backs, aren't you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cleaning each other and...
Yeah. Only backs.
Yeah, only backs, yeah, no, we will sure to add that. Yeah. So how many brothers and sisters did you have a mining family? Did you come from a mining family?
My dad had, one of his brothers was a lorry driver. That was Joseph. Patrick, he worked at Pit, he worked at Broadwood Pit. And I don't know what Grandad did, to be honest. I ain't got a clue.
Really?
I think he'd have worked at Pit. Then on my mother's side, Coats's, Grandad Coates, he engine driver on railways.
All right.
And it is said he did have a go in the Flying Scotsman, whether it's true or not,
really?
I don't know.
So that's when it was steam?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Coal. Coal-powered steam?
Yeah. And my mother's brothers, they worked at Pit. Coats's.
The Coats's?
Yeah.
So are you a Yorkshire man? Is it a Yorkshire family, or is it?
Oh, I'm a Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
When I was in Australia, they used to say, oh, you sound like a Welshman. I used to say, I'm a Yorkshireman, I'm proud of it, and don't forget it. So I used to put it on deliberately when I was in Australia.
So let's just go back to the beginning then. So you went into the mine as a youngster from school, I imagine?
Yeah.
Straight from school?
Yeah, near enough, yeah.
And how many years did you spend in the mine at that point?
Altogether, it's got to be over 30 years.
Crikey, so you did 30 years in the mine?
Yeah, I did bits and bobs in between when we...
So where does Australia fit into all that?
Well, when I lost the first wife, I lost her with cancer, the last thing she said to me, you don't stop on your own. You're no good on your own, which I've got to admit is true. But I was going out every night and getting drunk. And I mean drunk, I don't mean having a drink, I mean drunk.
Okay.
I really took it to heart. And I went to I staggered in one night, and youngest daughter says, Dad, there's a lady in Australia who wants to talk to you. I said, I don't know anybody in Australia. She said, no, she said it's on, what it, Facebook or something, whatever they call it.
Which is quite recent.
2004.
Okay.
That's first wife.
Right.
And they had them both done the same, so there were no...
Okay. Yeah.
And I got back from Australia November 2011. So I owned my house at Woodland, Pit House, when they sold the houses, I bought it. And I've finished up now, I'm in a council bungalow, old Fogey's bungalow. I suppose it's better than that.
So you had someone in Australia wanting to get in touch with you?
Oh no, they were trying to find relations, and my daughter says, well, if you want, my dad will help you, volunteering for me. And so I talked to her on Facebook, whatever it is, that bloody thing. And after a while, he invited her over, and she wanted to come over, no strings attached, and we try and find some family. We found 2 relations, and I went back with her. Because she was here 3 months, I went back with her, and we got married in back garden in Australia.
Good God.
In a bandana, a tiger print shirt, and a pair of 3/4 short weather over there. That's all you wanted. But, oh, it was a beautiful country, but I can't remember any places I went.
Really?
People say, where did you go, Pete? And I know I went to Ayers Rock, and I know we went up what they call Top End, up north.
Yeah.
Because I went with two of their brothers, they took me fishing in swamps.
Really, with the crocodiles?
Yeah, with rod and line. And I'm casting in, I got hooked and I thought I were on a log. And I'm wading in, following my line down. And I hear this voice shout, "Tommy, what are you doing?" I said, "Get me hook out of that log." He said, "That's not a log, it's a croc."
Really?
I was looking at it, it was afternoon and they were sleeping.
No.
But I tell you what, they say God walked on water, I run on it.
Really?
I never went in sea or anywhere else after that while I was over there.
So did you see it?
Oh,
Was it awake by you? Was it awakened
well,
by you?
it was staring.
Because I mean, they are really dangerous. They're very dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's not a joke, is it?
No.
I was in Australia last year and they were talking about the exact same crocodile. And they were bushmen.
Yeah.
And they said the scariest thing in the world is to see the 2 eyes. You were on the side of the water.
Yeah, the 2
so
eyes.
the 2 eyes just sink down so slowly.
Yeah.
That you know they've spotted you.
Yeah, and they're coming for
and
you.
they want to kill you, basically. They said that's the worst feeling.
Sure.
Chills down your spine.
That's I nearly shit me, son.
Yeah.
Well, I had a T-shirt made. I should have put it on, you know. Yeah. And it's a picture of me. And it looks like I've got my leg in crocodile's mouth. And because when I first got back, because of the hat I was wearing, everybody was calling me Mick Dundee. So I thought, right. So I got this shirt printed T-shirt, and I've got Pete Dundee on it. So
you set up home in Australia?
Oh yeah, well she had a home, she had a bungalow there. When we got there, her daughter was making snide remarks about like her only there for what I could get, because she got her own bungalow. So I said, right, that's it. Solicitors, she owed half of it, so I paid the other half off. I said, there's no more remarks now. It's half mine. But when she was really poorly, 2 of my daughters came out. Some of them were there 6 weeks and lost their wages and everything from work, obviously.
Yeah.
Paid their own ways out, and they were brilliant. And they fetched me back.
Really?
I said I didn't know I'd come back.
So, just to go, I don't want to go delve deep, but you say you had grief?
Grief stress.
Grief stress?
Yeah. That's what they say has made me lose. Because I had 2 fits, didn't I? That poor bugger, all she's had is a spastic.
Oh.
That's what I call me, and she said, you don't cope like that, you're not. That's all I can't do out. I can't lift this arm, I've got a plastic shoulder joint in here since I come back. Had 36 of them metal clips round here.
Really? You fell on it, did you, or something?
Well, apparently, when I one it fits, I fell out of bed. And, I mean, I didn't know what about it, obviously. Next thing I know, I'm in hospital, they're pushing me down corridor on one of them bloody chairs.
Are you there? Are you there witnessing?
Yeah. And I said, oh, this shoulder hurts. So I'll take you for x-ray. And he said, come out of socket and smashed in 3 places. So they had to put a plastic shoulder in. But they're saying I did it in the hospital bed. I was trained and I'd got out the restraints somehow, but bull. He was bull. 'Cause I never used to move, did I? Well, I'm saying I never, I don't know, but Mo will tell you, when I hit that floor, that was it, I never shifted. I mean, I didn't know nothing about it whatsoever until I come to. And when I come to, one of my mates, I'd not seen him for years, and we were really good buddies. He was sat inside the hospital bed.
Really?
Yeah, big tears. And he died with cancer 2 years ago. So,
Oh, God.
I don't like talking to anybody. Everybody I talk to pops it.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, if I talk to a boss, she pops me. Because Jeff is only 6'3". You can't take me, we're on camera.
So you came back to this country.
Well, 2 daughters brought me back.
So your daughters brought you back.
Yeah.
Did you have attacks out there? When you say
No.
grief stress?
Oh no, when I was there I was fit as a bull, strong as us.
But when you, so this stress that you were suffering,
But the saying is
does it
because
just manifest itself in loss of memory? Or?
yeah, I lost 2 wives with cancer, and what they're saying it was stress related. It's no, I can't get no honest answers to it.
No.
But they brought me back, put me, I was living with eldest daughter at Scorthorpe, and I walked out there front gate one day, and this big white van stood beside the road, and I said, that brought back memories a little bit, but nah. And she says, Dad, it's yours.
Really?
Donna and Dawn had it brought back.
Really,
So
from Australia?
Yeah, they'd even fetched my truck back.
Good God.
Sanyong Muzo, 2.8 turbo diesel pickup truck.
Wow. Did you drive it?
Oh yeah,
Are you driving now?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if I was, I think that'd do me in if I couldn't drive. I love driving, even in this crap traffic. I've got a little, I've all this had motorhomes, camper vans,
Okay.
up to, what, 2 years back?
Oh, we're down in Wales, yeah.
And we're in Wales, and there was a whirlwind, and it came down campsite,
Right.
and all caravans were there, and motorhomes with their awnings out, and only one hit it was bloody mine.
No.
And it ripped all awning out outside the van, and all panelling on the van were ripped open. So I had to drive it home, and I got scrap money for it, didn't I?
Really?
Yeah. I was sick as a pig,
God.
Right over.
and now nobody will let me have another one. I
Good
keep telling you, it ain't my fault,
No.
but they don't believe me. I love driving. I mean, over there you had to like driving, because if you wanted to go anywhere, it would usually 2 days at least at next place.
Yeah. Exactly. So do you know whereabouts in Australia you were?
Yeah, Mildura. I can remember address and postcode for there.
Yeah.
I suddenly with my postcode here. I can remember my, no, I can't remember my phone number, can I? My mobile phone.
That's why you carry that
It's,
far.
it's weird, but I mean, at one stage, for must have been 6 months, weren't it? I never spoke to anybody, I never laughed, I never joked. And then one day I went into Little Rostone Club out end of the street where we live, and started talking with a couple of lads in there. Then one of them gave me a bingo card to check. Somebody won at bingo, and I said, I can't do that, I will like that with this card. And anyway, I did it, and then he kept fetching them to me, and eventually I could feel my confidence coming back.
Really?
And I started laughing and joking again, having a drink again, 4 pints.
You got smoked already.
Oh, really?
I was 78 for Christ's sake, I was dying bloody miserable. That's what I keep trying to tell it. if you're going to go, you're going to go, aren't you?
Yeah?
I don't bother what they say, whether it's a drink or what it is. I mean, I've never got, while I've been old back, I've never got drunk. I used to play darts with Sculptural Club, and I can't do that anymore because of this shoulder.
Mm.
I used to play crown green bowls, I can't do that anymore because of this bloody shoulder. So, what I do is sit and watch telly like a bloody old fart.
Hmm.
And it's not my way.
No, not at all. I can tell that.
No, you've got to be active, you've got to get involved with something.
Yeah.
So, I'm involved with something now.
You certainly are.
Aren't I, Mrs.?
Right. You've got a good head, as they say.
Have a look at this, my what's best looking. Me hot plastic.
Yeah, we haven't got very far yet. Give me a chance.
I shouldn't have asked for that, should I? I might get an honest answer.
Mm.
On his way, we had to call it a brother's help him put a mattress in the back of his car. Where he's taking a brother, he's bought a new bed and we went to help him fold the mattress up for him back of his car. And a clown coming opposite way took me driving door mirror straight off. Smashed it.
What, recently?
Yeah, today.
Today?
Today.
Oh, God.
If the train had been 10 minutes later, going over crossing, I'd have missed him. Or if I'd come 20 minutes earlier, I'd have missed him. It's fate, innit?
Yes.
But we went back, we picked the two pieces up, what's smashed off, and they look intact, so hopefully, we can put it back together. Because the electric mirrors and all.
Oh, God. So you were in the mines for from the early 60s to the mid to late 90s, I suppose.
Well, just after the strike.
Yeah, just after the strike.
I took voluntary redundancy, I would say about 12 months after the strike, because I weren't picked up in lockers, sinks, showers, cleaning showers and putting clean overalls and other outfit lads.
Okay.
And I didn't like it, so I took voluntary redundancy.
So what jobs did you do when you were in the mine, underground?
I started on haulage, what they call haulage. That's working at pit bottom, getting tubs ready for chair, as they call it, cage. We called it chair.
Yeah.
You put empties and then you full coal, pony driving, then on road laying, which were repairing all diesel tracks, manhole in, front lip. I don't think there was a job I didn't do.
So did you do face work?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you enjoy the most?
Road laying, there were a good bunch of lads and it was a good job. And we got all over. We got all over the pit.
Yeah. So you see what's going on.
Yep.
So that's track work. That's repairing tracks.
Yeah.
For
tubs, what they call them, tubs, mine cars.
Yeah. I have to say, you've got a fantastic nose. One of the best we've had.
Something's got to be good. But 7 months ago, I was left like that.
You were?
7 months ago, I was left like that. I just sat here looking homeless.
So you're obviously recovering.
That little lady there has been a...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's recovering. He's improving all the time.
He's no bad.
Don't you say too much nice about me, I'll go into shock. I should have put that t-shirt on. I know it alligator. Crocodile. I should have put that t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never thought.
So did you operate the ponies?
Yeah, pony driving, yeah.
So what was your pony called?
I can't tell you, there's ladies present.
Oh really?
We went up to Roddy, didn't we, the other day?
Yeah, what used to be the pony field where they put
Oh, really?
where they put ponies during holidays,
Yeah.
and it's all housing estate now.
Yeah. We used to take ponies or something.
Has it got a name like Ponyfield Close?
I don't know, I've never looked, because we went up to
Went to that.
greenhouses,
Yeah, that.
Markham Grange.
That's it, yeah.
Markham Grange, that's all altered, because
Is that where the training was? Was it Markham Main? Is Markham Main?
no, there's Markham Main Colliery, that's
Yeah.
at Armthorpe,
Yeah.
and this one, it's a big nursery, it's still there now, Market Gardens, it's 4 times as big now as what it was when I first saw it. But, as I say, up what you call Pit Lane, when you get to the top, there used to be Pony Field where they used to put them for holidays, and it's completely covered in houses.
Gosh.
I says to her, I said, what's going on? I said, I don't believe it. I mean, half the places I knew have gone, Tally Ho pub,
Yes.
that's gone. Everything's different.
I mean, all the pits are gone.
Oh yeah, all
Completely
bits
vanished.
have gone.
Literally vanished. Cleared.
Yeah,
That must be weird.
that was crap and all that. Coal, there's plenty of coal. It was handpicked at Brodsworth for Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
That was Mrs. Thatcher. She didn't like coal miners because we didn't take any lip off her.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you were the most powerful union, weren't you?
Oh yeah, you see, we're a strong union. We're definitely a strong union. I mean, when they did the march out and the march in, they'd got police dressed as soldiers. They were running into houses, chasing lads into houses, all sorts. It was ridiculous what went off. But nobody says out and nobody can prove out now. It's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't talk to anybody in my own village, would I, now? Because every time I talk to somebody, one of them's dead.
Really?
There's not I'm one of few what's left out of the original bunch. You know, when we come back from Australia, we got home and I got this bungalow at Bentley, and daughter gave me a little carton, a little envelope with it. I says, what's that? She says, some of Ollie's ashes, because the family had had her cremated and scattered her ashes in river, and I never got a say in what went off or anything. But one of the daughters had pinched some ashes out of urn and put them in an envelope for me. So I've had a monument put up cemetery at Woodlands, Red House Cemetery. Had a little monument put up.
Brilliant.
So
Brilliant.
we've got 2 wives in there now, my mum and dad.
2 wives and your mum and dad.
Yeah.
So where did your parents, what sort of upbringing did you have?
Oh, magic.
Magic?
Magic. They were brilliant parents. They'd do we out, so we got something. But my mum, they fetched my dad out at pits, and I'd be 20, just coming up 21. But nobody told him why, and he walked all the way home from pit. Got to the front door, and one of the neighbours says, "Bernard, we're sorry to tell you, Lil's died."
His wife?
Yeah. And that's when he got to know, when he got to do it. And then, 5 or 6 years later, he started courting a lady, what they'd both known for years. And they were in Park Club with her, Park Woodlands Park Club. And she got a call, the father was on his last legs. So she went up, and my father said, "I'll come up straight from club." He walked up, he won't let us give him a lift. And coming back, it's her daughter and son-in-law picked him up. They had a little Roman imp, but they had a little 3-month-old baby. So my father said, "You sit in back with Babby and I'll sit in front." You know, he never sat in front with anybody but me. And they come in that broad highway, new roundabout, and the bloke come powering down road in an old Moggy 1000 van, smashed into the back of them and killed my father and the driver outright. So I went out, we got a knock on the door, and Bobby stood at the door. He says, "Mr. O'Connor?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I've come to tell you your dad's dead." I said, "I've just left him, we're off." And then this arm come over Bobby's head and threw something into it. He says, "Yes, he is, that's my dad's wallet." He says, "Idiots just smashed them into it at bottom of Broad Highway roundabout there." And so we'd left him 10 minutes and he'd gone.
And who else? The driver as well?
The driver of the little Hillman imp and my dad. And the kid driving the van wasn't 8. And the backup van was full of empty whiskey bottles, vodka bottles, all sorts. But he was a farmer's son at the time, rich farmer's son at the time. And he got a 12-month ban and a fine. Killed 2 people. But, you know what they say, so's life. I mean, I've always been an independent person up to this, coming back from Australia. And now that's boss now. He goes, "I'm told or else."
Sounds all right to me.
Well, she hadn't had a marriage, in fairness to her, bless her. We were married, what, a month?
Have you?
No, we had at the time.
Okay.
We'd had a fortnight in Spain, a fortnight in Turkey. We'd come home. We'd been home about 6 weeks, and this happened. I just don't know nothing about it.
The fit?
Yeah, first one. I had 2 within 3 months, weren't it? The second one, I come to in hospital in a wheelchair. They take, I said, where am I? Hospital. Where we going? Taking you back to your wife. I said, "Well, this shoulder hurts." "Oh, we better have a look." And it come out socket and smashed in 3 places. So I've got a plastic shoulder now and it's bloody useless. No good for now.
Mm.
I can't use my tools anymore. Well, I can, as long as it's at that level.
Mm.
Out above, I've got to do it left-handed, and I'm right-handed. Ladies aren't listening, are they? I even have to wipe my arse left-handed. That took some getting used to. It makes people laugh.
Yeah.
But that's so that for 6-7 months I wouldn't talk, never smiled, didn't want to go out, didn't want to do anything. So, you've had a zombie, haven't you, kid?
So how did you two meet?
Well, it's actually your first wife's cousin, I didn't know.
First wife's cousin.
Yeah, Shirley's. And it was a Scothorpe club before they had the face. The Scothorpe club, I played darts for Scothorpe club. And the daughter was sat in front of me. It used to be Tate Seeking at one years ago. And she was sat in front of me. And I tapped her on the shoulder and said, I'm going to marry you.
Really?
Sort of.
So you see, so she didn't have a choice. She just looked down and seen this handsome fella sat
God,
behind
what
her.
did you do?
Because I knew him after what you doing in here. Because last I heard he was in Australia. And then we got talking again.
Well, things had worked out right. I'd never gone to Australia. And that wouldn't have bothered me either. I'm more than happy where I was.
Got to have a taste for adventure, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, when I first came out, there were times I was calling her Shirley, I was calling her Rolly. Then I'd say, oops, sorry, love. She said, it's all right, I understand. How many women would do that?
Yeah.
And most of them would slap you back at head with something. But now she's been letting it out. Well, I shouldn't talk like that in front of her, but
Why not?
nobody get big-headed. With a big head on that little body, she'd be in trouble. You got nose right anyway.
Getting there. We're enjoying that.
Yes, nose is right. My mother's nose, that. And that scar down my nose. I lived on 3rd Avenue, because I was born on 3rd Avenue at Woodlands. Old pit house and toilet were outside.
Yeah.
And I was sat on the toilet and the idiot from next door but one opened the toilet door, smacked me on the Bridget nose with a seaside spade. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know.
You were in an outside loo, coming out of it.
No, I was sat.
So,
And got it.
and a neighbour came in and hit you over the head with a shovel
Straight up, there was still a scar there.
and left
Yeah.
without an explanation.
Mad. They were a bit loopy, all family, so.
I have to say, you're giving me some extraordinary stories.
And they're all true.
Yeah. So did you go and ask them why they did it?
No, I knocked at the door, I wanted to kill him.
But you restrained, obviously.
Yeah. But all family were a bit funny. But the Catholic priest finished up being a Catholic priest who let the door to us one way.
You are?
Bloke, family next door, one of their lads turned out to be a Catholic priest,
Yeah.
and he was a bugger when we were younger, when we were all at school. He was a Catholic priest. I haven't got a clue where he is now, but he's still a Catholic priest somewhere in the world.
You're having a hard time at the moment. Deservedly so, I suppose.
These things happen, don't they? And she will say, that's life, take it as you find it.
Yeah.
If you don't, it'll beat you.
Yeah.
It's done its best.
Yeah. So, back to the mines.
Yep.
And these ponies. You didn't dare tell us the name of your pony. Because it was too rude.
It was when I called it. But they were brilliant
Yeah.
ponies. You could pull 3 tubs at a time.
Mm.
And if you put 4 on, they knew. Because the couplings in between. As it pulled, you go bang foot first, because that was sounding tightening up then, bang, that was third one tightening up. If it banged again, fourth one, they used to stand still and you couldn't move them till you took that one off.
Really?
They were very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
The sound of it.
You went down to that one with our Robert, you knew.
Yeah. Yeah, her brother wanted to go down, and Wakefield there, they did
Oh yeah, the Pitt Museum.
yeah, they did, you could go down the pit, and when we got off the chair at the bottom, I says to her brother, "Watch your head, young'un, it's a bit low here." He ducked and I bumped my head. Then it shows you the cold face, they got a cold face all made up.
Yeah.
And they say, right, well that's, and I started telling her what everything was.
What, the bloke that was taking you around?
Yeah, and he says,
Let me twist you a bit. That way.
he says, how do you know? I said, I worked in pits all my life. And when we come home, her brother says, what was that again, Guy? I said, I haven't got a clue. I couldn't remember.
Really?
It had gone. But because I were actually
Living
looking
at
at it, it is weird, but I used to get really upset over it. What can you do? I've learned to accept it now. We were in Doncaster walking towards market, and this lad walking there said, "Hey up, Pete." I said, "Hey up." I stood talking to him about 20 minutes. And he said, "Right, I've got to go now." I said, "Before you go, who are you?" Didn't I? And he had to tell me who he was. And he thought I was kidding. So then I had to explain why. And that's the worst part. Having to explain to people why you can't remember. Now I've accepted the fact I can't.
Lovely was holding his head so high, isn't it? Proud, like proud. Feel great that. You hold your head wonderfully high.
It's
I think we're going to have a proud miner in this one.
Pretty clever how you do that.
Oh,
I think it's so she can't see what I'm chewing.
Using my wax. Got to do the neck. Get him to stand like that.
Tommy Petey, your mates call you over there, don't they?
Yeah,
Will they call you?
No, Pete the Pom.
Pete the Pom.
Pete the Pom.
In Australia, Pete the Pom.
So do you know how many years you were in Australia for?
Yeah, 7.
7 years.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful country.
And you didn't work out there?
No, I was. Where did I go? Went over in 2000. What's that? 2004. Went
Yeah,
2004. So I'd be past retiring age then. But I got my retirement money from and my payoff from pit. So then the pound were really, they were like worth $3 or $4 of their dollars. So,
Right, yes.
So I was basically, if you like, rich.
Hmm. How did that feel after so many years of...
Bloody magic.
I bet it did. So you weren't working and you had loads of money?
Yeah.
In a hot country?
Yeah.
With a new lady?
Well, it's a beautiful country. I mean, what I can remember, apart from them bloody alligators.
Yeah. Well, that's even quite exciting.
Oh, it was. But they used to say, "Oh, where are you Welsh or are you a Geordie?" So I used to get annoyed and put the accent on even more. I said, "No, we're a bloody Yorkshireman and proud on it."
sign. I think we're still in the first hour, so that's a good sign. If you can get the way the head sits right, you get a long way to it.
It's upset these days because you can't do all the graphic.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it. I have to do all my own repairs on cars, crawl underneath. If I get down up low now to look underneath, I can't get back up.
Mm.
Just to come out and help me up. It's very annoying, very.
Like that cupboard here, that unit we've got.
Yeah, we got a new unit for kitchen, a wall unit. And a brother said, I'll come down and do it for you, Pete. I said, no, I'll do it myself. I got one section out at box. It's only big as that tabletop, maybe a bit longer. But I could hardly lift it because it was heavy. I could hardly, and I said to her, I said, tell yours nobody can do it, because if I'd built it up, I would never ever have lifted it to put it onto brackets. So I told her, I said, tell your Robert he can do it. Then I went in passage and bloody cried like a woman.
But you still get down the pub?
Yeah, well, we go to the top club in Bentley. It's, I can walk it there just with my walking stick, because it's only, what, quarter of a mile, if that, from Bungalow. If I need to, I'll stop and have a minute. But they're really, really good bunch in there. It's where they're doing Wednesday nights, they're doing that, what they call it. Where on Wednesday nights?
What, sorry?
Here on Wednesday nights, that.
Oh, Top Club.
Yeah, what they call here.
Oh, Madeline Smith.
Madeline Smith.
Sheridan Smith's mum.
It's a free night, there's no, I mean, you get, they've got a band there what's been backing groups all over the world for years. I mean, some of them got to be my age or getting close to it. And they have a good laugh. It costs nothing to go in. They have a raffle. And that's your expense. But if you go anywhere else, you pay to go in. Then you got to pay for this, pay for that. It can be an expensive night.
Yeah.
We go in the same place Saturdays and Sundays. We used to go to Sculptural Club on a Friday night because they had country and western on, country and western singers on. And for some reason or other, the committees stopped that. So we don't go out Friday nights now. So it's another night I have to stop in with boss.
I think you went out, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you went out, wouldn't you?
Little.
Yeah, they seem to be stopping country and western for some stupid reason.
What about? Do you play any instruments? Did you perform? You look like you could have been a performer.
Now, if we go to Scotland now and again to see a brother and he's karaoke mad, and he's in a pub, I would say 5 nights a week doing karaoke. And when we go up, I get on karaoke. Because words are on screen, so because I can't remember any song, I can't remember words to any song, any. But when we first went up, I went up to tell him I was going to marry his sister. And the Scotch git. He says, right, he says, yeah, then here's Mike. He says, go and tell him. So I said, I'll just try to say I've come up here, I'm going to marry Rob's sister, Les's sister. And then music started. Oh, and he will now sing this karaoke song. I said, what? Well, I didn't have a choice, I was stood up. But I wouldn't know, I got best applause that night, so I beat it. First time he'd been beat in about 10 years.
Really?
So he weren't too chuffed about that.
So you must have a voice.
Oh, I have when I scream.
Whereabouts in Scotland is this?
Dumbarton.
Dumbarton.
Well, it can't have been bad because there were 2 or 3 women asked me to do a request for them.
Good God.
And I thought it was going to be scram. But no, they asked me to do a song for them, so I did. I was dead chuffed.
What did you sing?
Jim Reeves's. Jim Reeves, odd. I can't even, I've got them written down in my pocket on a piece of paper, ones I've done on karaoke, because I can't remember them. That's how bad it is.
Do you find you have long-term memory or memory full stop goes?
Sometimes I'll say to Mo, oh, we've got to do that, haven't we? And she'll say we did it. We've already done it. It's queer, isn't it? Sometimes something will come back to me from ages ago, and then next 10 minutes I can't remember it. It's weird. It's something I've had to learn to live with. If it hadn't been for her, I don't think I wouldn't have coped. There's no ifs or buts about it. I would not have coped.
No.
She's been a little hero. But you can't tell them too much, can you? They get big-headed. Something like that.
I don't think you'll get too big-headed, will you? Not much risk of that, is there? I think it would have happened if it was going to happen.
She just threatens to beat me up.
Right, where are we? We just twist it that way a bit.
I like this.
Right, let's see what's going on here. So how many brothers and sisters did you have?
2 brothers and a sister. Sister lives, is it Nottingham or somewhere? She don't talk to us.
She lives where, sorry?
I think it's Nottingham, I'm not sure. She married the guy she married, he was in Merchant Navy, he'd got strike for Merchant Navy, wherever he was. But arrogant little snob.
Smug. Or
Snob.
Snob. And your others, your brothers?
My brother's Patrick, he was electrician at Fit. And other brother, Sean, each youngest, he was slow, if you like, slightly retarded. He lives with sister. Well, he's got a little flat or wherever it is next door to her, apparently.
This is the sister you don't talk to?
Yeah.
So you haven't seen him either?
No. Well, she was ripping my father off.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be doing shopkeeping and everything for my father, because we'd lost my mother, obviously. But me and Shady had been at South Sears, and we came out, we stopped at my dad's for a while. And my dad said, if you need help, just go to the shop and get it on my bill. So she went to the shop, and the shopkeeper says, oh, we asked Bernadette when she's going to pay this bill. She said she'd paid it Friday. So she hadn't paid for 3 weeks. So she was pocketing money, obviously.
Ah.
So we paid it off. And my father found out, obviously. And he coming out Friday, and he gave pay packet to Shirley. He says, I'd like you to do my shopping for me in the future. Of course, sister had lost her little rip-off, so she never spoke to us again. I said, good. No lost. I don't like people like that. Don't you break my stick. Better worse still, don't drop my hat.
Yes, a good hat, isn't it?
My son, I've been really poorly, hadn't I? I'd had a really bad spell. And my son, we only see him once every 3 or 4 months, yeah, and he only lives in Scorthorpe, but that's how they've always been. But not because they're all wrong. And he just walked in one day and he says, yeah, Dad, give me a plastic bag. And he stopped about 10 minutes, didn't he? And then he'd gone. We got that hat were in it. Obviously the badges weren't on then. And it's genuine American rawhide.
Really?
And 150 quid.
Really?
For hat. So I've never had it off since ever. Well, I have now, but I'd wait in bed if you'd let me.
I remember the bag.
I said,
Yeah?
and they had a walk-in.
People give you though, innit,
Yeah, most of them were given, but they're all to do with charity, with cancer research and stuff like that, which I don't mind at all. I'll put them as long as I can, but I can't get any more on it now, or they're sticking my head. And I've got one at home, it's got more on than that, hasn't it? That one I brought back from Australia, and I had a walking stick, and that must have had 100 badges on it, and I haven't got a clue where it's gone. Not a clue. It had me, because my daughter and her husband, they come out to Australia to try and move out there, because I was there, and he got a job as a chef, because he's a top-class chef. In fact, he did a banquet for Princess Di.
Really?
When he went in the army, yeah. And sultans of Arabia and all bloody sorts. But he never ever speaks about it.
Mm.
And if I say out, he say, what do you want to tell them that for, Father? He said, that's God. I said, well, it's something to be proud on. I don't care. He said, you want my job? There's no airs and graces, as he told, bless him. And he's 6'3" and built like a brick kite house. It was as good as gold. But they come back to England when I come back. Well, she was one of them that fetched me back.
Mm. Were they living out there when you were out there then?
They came out there after I'd gone out there.
Right.
because she wanted to be near her father.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
And they'd bought an house in Derby, and eldest daughter apparently blood wrecked it while they were away, didn't they? They had to cost them a fortune to get everything repaired. So, our grandson, one of her sons, he's got, what is it? What Aiden's got?
Oh, MS.
MS.
Oh gosh.
He went in forces and he loved it, and a really, really intelligent lad and all. A magic IQ. And they discharged him with MS. And
Is that did he see service in the forces?
oh
Did he see
yeah,
action?
I'm not sure, to be honest, but we go to see him now and again, and if you see him when he walks, he's like, oh, how can you explain it? One side of his body's he's like a crab when he's trying to walk. And now he's been for examination. They tell me he's lost another 20% of his vision, and he'll be blind before he's 30. It's real sickening. And I say, the young lad like that really, really wanted to do something with it. And all these idle buggers dossing on streets and don't want to get a job, but want to scrounge everything. And there's no wrong with them. That annoys me. Well, we were at the club last night, weren't we? Well, we were at the club last night. That old lady outside Tesco. She said, excuse me, sir. She says, keep going. I said, oh, what, love? She says, you wouldn't have a pound to spare, would you? I said, how did you guess? If you listen to the news and that, some of them are genuinely in that position through no fault of their own, but which is which?
Well, often it's mental illness, isn't it? Often there's illness.
But, you know, which is which? If you start getting them all quids, I'd have not myself. When I pay full rent, I pay full rates, we get no help out.
So you're still on your mining pension?
Yeah, but that's only, what is it, 350 quid a month. My mine's pension. Then I get my old age pension, obviously. But my old age pension just covers payouts. So my mine pension is basically what we get to play with, if you like.
Yeah.
She gives me a quid now and again. Now and again. She don't take me cameras on her. You've got to know when to be brave. Yeah, 12 months back, I would have sat laughing and joking like this. I wouldn't have spoke to you. I was like a bloody zombie. You were looking at the wedding photographs a couple of months back, weren't you? and all these people in the club dressed out on this table all laid out with food on it. I says to her, oh, that looks like old Rostone, because it's shut now, they've got that little supermarket there. She looked at me. I said, bloody hell, look at me, I've got a bow tie on. She said, yeah. I said, what is a special event or something? She says, it was our wedding reception. And I just did not know. Totally no idea. Some of the things she's had to do, a lot of women would have walked away months ago. I shouldn't say it in front of the light, but it's true, so. oldest daughter, when I told them we were going to marry Mo, she says, do us a favour, will you, Dad? I said, what's that? We get married on 23rd of August. I said, what? She said, we get married on 23rd of August. I said, that's when you and Barry got married. She said, yeah, can't you remember? Her mother was nearly gone with cancer, and she'd asked us to get married because they'd lived together for years. We got married on 23rd of August, she died on 24th. So they asked us to get married the same day. It's like a remembrance thing, if you like.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Well, it was nice of them to ask, because I expected hassle. We're getting married again, but they've took to you like an out, haven't they? I don't know why. I mean, I should bribe them or something.
I think you get a lot of stick, don't you?
She knows. If there's a karaoke, I sing to her, don't I, kid? Jim Reeves, I love you because. They're all wealthy widows looking.
About an hour. Thank you. We've got a face that naturally falls into a smile.
It's not going to be no but cheerful, is it? If you don't smile, what do you get called? Miserable, old. Yeah, she's giving me a smile back. For 6 months, he had to take me to the toilet and wipe my bloody ass for me. I couldn't even do that.
Falling asleep, are you?
Not yet.
We haven't had that yet. We nearly had one yesterday. I did my grandfather once, and he fell asleep. He was like that. And I just did a portrait of him. I've still got it, it's an ashtray. I used to do a lot of him because he was, you know, like you, he was a grandfather, and he would be happy to sit around for me.
What were it? 27 grandkids, 23 great-grandkids, and 4 great-great-grandkids.
Really? How many kids did you have?
Well, we had 8, but from different managers. But they were all, I think oldest were only about 8 when we got together, me and Shirley got together. So it's always been mum and dad, and nobody's ever said stepdad or stepmother, it's always been mum, dad, always. So if anybody said how many you got, I'd just say 8 kids. As far as I'm concerned, they were my kids. We're thinking of having one.
I'm not surprised, I can see.
I need instruction book.
Can't take you nowhere.
You can't, no.
You said you can take me back to apologise.
How did you hear about the project?
I don't know. Where, did you see it somewhere? About this project, what?
Oh, you put, yeah. It's good, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, but where did we hear about it?
On, oh God, I think I've seen it in paper or something. Free press or something.
No, we're asking me, I won't have a clue.
I think it was free press.
Right. Did you see the exhibition in Frenchgate?
Yeah, we did, didn't we? I said to her, it never happened, I said, but if I could get on there, I'd be absolutely proud in Woking Village.
That's what it's all about. Oh dear.
He's still away.
Oh yeah, he's there. He's getting nervous because I'm getting closer. He's heard about these dodgy sculptors.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Some white drops on your hot plate.
Oh, bloody hell. Hold on. Jesus. That's going to stink us out. Have you got any cloth or a tissue or something?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All on film. They'll close us down.
See, and they're out of melting wax.
Photographs through the smoke.
Look at that. Is that hot as melted wax?
She's always looking for an angle, this one.
That's a good photographer, isn't it?
Yeah.
fire alarm going off, is it?
So, it wouldn't have been isolated in this room.
You have to get the fire alarm switched off when I come. Show must go on. We burn the studio down, but we don't care. Come on now.
Got me curly hair on that one.
You can take this one home and leave me.
Okay.
I would have to feed that one.
Just don't put it near the cooker. You see what happens near a hot plate. You just see his head melting away. Well, you witnessed many accidents down in the mine.
One or two. One or two. I was lucky with myself personally. It's never anything serious. One of my mates got killed. Big black lad, Gordon. He was a lovely lad and all. He got buried.
Buried.
Nearly got him dug out and the roof came again.
Really?
That was it, end of story. He lived up Highfields. Gordon they called him.
Sorry?
Gordon. He lived up Highfields.
That's the first I've ever heard that.
I mean, it's model my head and you think it's nice. Bloody hell. Can you get that on camera?
We certainly have.
Two of you now.
Yeah.
Can watch out at Top Club now then.
We'll be getting a plaster of this, by the way. We'll give you a plaster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, magic. Put a little plaque on it, Dad, before he were a lad. I used to have Elvis Quiff at Sideburns and all sorts.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Elvis, Quiff and Sideburns.
Yeah, believe it or not. It started going thin, and Barbara says, what do you think? I said, take it off. I'm not one of them for combing 4 strands across from one side to other. Make it look as though you got hair. If you haven't got it, you haven't got it, that's it, end of story. I can't walk right, I can't drink, I can't use my arms. So what difference does me today make? Right, innit? The only thing I'm scared of is not being able to drive. I love driving, that's just freedom.
You know, his man, a big friendly giant.
A friendly giant. BFG.
He would know he'd not seen me.
I've seen you, little friendly giant. Yeah, believe it or not, I used to be 17 stone.
17 stone?
Yep,
Really?
yep.
How come?
Horribly glad.
Really?
A lot of it from working at pace, doing physical work.
Was it all muscle?
Yep, believe it or not.
17 stone?
Well, 16, sorry, it was 16.
Half an hour left.
Thank you.
What time's club open?
You should know.
Timekeeper does. We don't go out Thursday nights. It's an in night, innit, kiddie?
I'm trying to get his smile and his slight sadness as well. Head with 2 stories. All right, what's going on there?
be a bugger. We got to do that 2 o'clock.
Do this to the clock.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not easy. He's off. You only got 20 minutes to go. You've got a night in tonight, you can have a kit when you get home. Little tipple.
No, I don't drink it else.
It's probably a good rule actually, I don't either.
So it's over there, you never went out to a pub, you drunk at home.
In Australia?
Yeah, because weather was that nice.
Yeah.
We had a big back veranda on bungalow and barbecue going nearly every night.
Was it very sociable?
Yeah. Yeah, most of them were. They were odd snob. There was one lad there, Jim, when I bought an old bus, it was 1985 coach, what somebody made into a camper van, into a motorhome. And I'd bought that and I'd only had it a month. And I was driving off Endett Street and bloody engine blew up. And I was looking at it, this lad was driving past in his truck, Jim. What's up, Pom? I said, engine's blowing. All right, reversed up to the front of my bus, chain on. Said, right, follow me. Told me round to his place, because I'm in a yard over there, we're like an estate here. Told me, I said, right, help me push it back. Right, come on. I said, what are you doing? He said, we're taking the engine out. And I'd known him a couple of 3 weeks from bowling club, because we were both bowlers. But a lot of them didn't like him, because he liked to drink. But he never caused any trouble, he never bothered anybody. Well, I liked him, because I liked to drink and all. And we got on really well. And took engine out, going back in his truck, took engine place, had it completely rebuilt, took it back, put it back in his yard, and they wouldn't even take a drink off me.
Really?
No. And we were really good buddies after that. But we were walking through town, weren't we? About 2 months back, and my phone started. And I just managed to get out with it. I said, hello. How you going on, you pommy man?
Really?
I said, Jim. He says, yeah. He says, just wanting to see how you are, buddy.
Brilliant.
He says, if you want to go back to Australia, he said, I'll put a big caravan on my yard for you. You can hook up to electric, free. He said, you can be on yard free. He said, just come back, I want my buddy back.
Really?
Yeah. I was in bloody tears walking into the bank. We get a Christmas card off him every year, don't we? And the brother there, Mick, and his wife, they send me a Christmas card every year. We got on really well with them. They were a lovely couple. But other than that, I don't even know whether bungalow's still private, whether they've sold it, whether they rent it off. But their daughter will have had something to do with that. That greasy cow she was.
Was it then attempted visitors at that time?
No, I were a brother, Alan. They were coming back to London for plane, they were in a rented car. And he said, we had to pass near you, well to them, bloody 50 miles near. He said, so we just thought we'd call in and visit you. And rated snipers, weren't he, Alan? I suppose it's the same as England, there were some nice folk that wasn't stuck up buggers.
You don't expect it in Australia, do you?
Hey,
You don't expect stuck-up buggers in Australia.
oh, he was surprised. A joint bowling club, and of course they play lawn bowl in lanes. Well, I was a crown green bowler, and they thought, you know, he's a crown green bowler, he's going to try and bowl our game. I won club championship first year.
Really?
I said, not bad for a crown bowler, is it? And me and Jim, we partnered any doubles games, me and him used to partner, we used to whoop the rascals all over. Same as any bowling green, is same line and length.
How many have we had to do today?
3, this is the third today,
Ah,
6 in 2 days. It's intense.
You're not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I say you're not kidding.
Yeah. Back to my foundry tomorrow,
Where's that at?
Suffolk in East
Suffolk?
Anglia.
Bloody hell.
yeah.
Foreigner.
I'm a foreigner, I'm sorry. I know you're the best in the world and all that lot.
I've got 2 daughters in Southend.
Alright. You go down and see him?
We were doing, but it's difficult at times. Just at the moment, I'm going through a bit of a rough patch. But one of them's a lesbian, and she's legally married to a partner. And
She's a lesbian.
yeah, but she's legally married to a partner.
Okay.
and her brother and woman he went with, both druggy alkies, had, was it 8 kids, and they were going to get split up, put in homes, and they and their partners legally adopted them.
How many?
I think there's 7 or 8 of them, and they're absolutely thriving, aren't they?
Wow.
She's took referees, coaching lessons and all sorts.
Really?
Got a football team, started with him, and she's absolutely brilliant with him.
Gosh.
Somebody said, what do you think of your daughter? I said, what do you mean? Well, because she's like that. I said, she's like what? I said, she's normal. She's bringing her family up, she's doing really, really well with her. You know, kids have never looked as well. To get well fed. They take them all over bloody well for holidays.
Brilliant.
We've got 15 minutes left.
15 minutes. Right.
Vodka and Coke, please.
Last orders.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that what you drink?
Yeah, Foster's.
Foster's?
Yeah. I have, depends how I feel, there's odd nights. Well, we only go out 3 nights anyway. But odd night, if I feel like it, I'll have a vodka and Coke as a top-up. She lets me now and again. Under pressure like, but don't you, kid?
It wouldn't be fun if it wasn't under pressure.
No. Well, they've told me I'm not supposed to drink at all, but what are you going to do, die bloody miserable? For God's sake.
Well, I can see why you fell for him. He's a handsome boy with a bone structure to die for. I've only seen bone structures like this in supermodels.
I'm glad somebody agrees with me.
Oh, dear. I can't get over that.
I'll never get over you. I've got the motto what I follow. Don't lie and don't cheat. Stick to them, you can't go far wrong.
And work hard.
I wish I could. I've started cutting my own lawn, but it kills me. But she says, let me do it. I said, no. I'll just sit and whinge after I've done it. I'll sit and whinge, but I'm going to do it.
It's probably important that you do.
It is. Well, it is to me.
Yeah.
I can't repair my vehicles on my own anymore, so I've got to do something. When people say, where do you live? I say, in a 2-story bungalow. What annoys me is because I own my own house. When I bought my pit house, I'm paying nearly double out now a month than what I was owning.
Really?
If we get no help at all off council, pay full rent, full rates.
Do you pay full rates as a pensioner?
Yeah. Just because Maureen gets her pension from working, so they're saying we're over limit of.
Oh, I see. Income.
So if we'd not got married and just lived together and said no, I'd have been about 200 quid a week better off.
Really? That was a mistake then.
Well, yeah and no. I don't sleep well now, so it'd be even worse if I were lying to people.
10 minutes.
Okay, I think we're all right this time.
I just put my head back together.
That's real.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm going to start selling them on Donny Market. All the me, of course.
Last guy said they'd be good for Halloween.
More like gargoyles, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stop pulling me tabs. You can't get over it. It makes it look so bloody easy, doesn't it? I can't even knock a nail in straight.
Dare say Laurence can't knock a nail straight.
My son was so bad at DT, design technology. They said, parents evening, we went to see him at parents evening, I said, how's he doing? He said, well, he's all right, but you know, he's not really with it. He's more in the head than the boy. He said, we had to give him extra lessons at lunchtime, banging nails in bits of wood. He just spent his lunchtime trying to bang a nail in a bit of wood.
Well, I have to do everything left-handed, and that's I'm right-handed. Even have to wipe my book left-handed. It took me 3 months to learn how to do that. It's weird. It's.
Yeah.
I say it's only the last 5 years it's been like this. It's harder getting used to it than having it.
Yeah.
There's always something that puts you back on right path. You walk down and you see little babbies in pushchairs with no legs, or you know, and then you say you're 78. What you whinging for? It's all just puts you straight.
It's a good one to end on, Laurence.
It's lovely. It's been a lovely. He's all right. He's all right.
Is he all right?
He's all right.
We'll have
All
to
right.
change notes then.
Yeah. He's a lovely man, as they say. It's a nice one to end on.
Have to change it from his a pillock. What I'm saying when we go out, I mean, when we go out,
Go again.
so I'm saying when we go out, going to a club, and first off, people used to, but now, everybody laughs and jokes with you.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Who wants to sit there looking bloody miserable all day?
That's it, isn't it? Rock up a week early.
That'll do
I'll tell you
it.
about this. I got a phone call last week, and Emma on reception. She said, hi Danny, Peter O'Connor's here. I was like, right. I said, why? She said, he's here for the mining sculpture. I was like, right. He said, what about it? She went, what to have his head done? I was like, next Thursday. She's like,
only a week early.
oh.
That was your fault.
So yeah, he's been waiting a whole week for this.
Very good. So have I. I turned up last time without any wax.
Oh.
It was really bad. Really bad.
Today she said, is it today you're going?
We'll put it this way, whether it is or not, we're going.
Yeah. I enjoyed it last week.
I made them laugh on reception. So I walked in today and she said, have you got the right day now? Oh, well, it made somebody happy. Didn't do me a lot of good life, but
At least you knew where to come.
yep.
What a mess I've left today.
Hmm?
What a mess. It's like look at it. It's like the ruins of some ancient city.
Nearly set fire to college.
Yeah.
You have actually made a real big mess.
Horrible.
What's with all the tissue?
We had a fire. This fell on it and there was a load of smoke. We were filled up with smoke.
And it weren't my fault this time.
I think I'm done.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Hello, Peter.
Hey, mate. How you
Now
doing?
there's two of you.
Oh, we're in a club. Hey, you take him to the club, can't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. Sitting on the table saying, pint for me and half for him.
She's going to carry his head round.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, that. It's not quite as good looking, mine, but it's
Not
all
quite,
right.
but I mean,
Not
how can
quite.
you ever get anywhere near perfection, hey?
That's brilliant.
The two of us.
Well, there's two of you now, see?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. It's been a pleasure.
That's been brilliant. That was really a joy.
Can't go out my heart. And my eyes.
Saved us from disaster.
Rotate it slightly.
Right, get up.